Hello and welcome to another tutorial from Ben's Box. Today we're going to carry on with the MySQL tutorials, and today we're going to learn how to insert data into our tables using PHPMyAdmin. Okay, so just like we did when we was creating tables, we're going to use SQL and the PHPMyAdmin wizards. Alright, so as you can see at the moment, I am in my tutorials database. Okay, so if I click on it, it'll bring up all my tables, and what we're going to do, we're going to insert some data into our orders table. Okay, so we're just going to start off with SQL script. So click on SQL up the top here on PHPMyAdmin, and we'll do as follows. Okay, so the first thing we've got to write is insert into, and then we've got to define our table. So we're going to do orders. Okay, this bit here is optional, but we don't want to fill in every single field, as we don't want to fill in the order ID, as that's auto increment, so that's going to do it itself for you. So we're just going to fill in member ID, and what else do we have? We had address, we had order date, what was the last one? And total cost, I think. Also tell us if it's wrong. Okay, so these are the fields that we're going to be inserting into: member ID, address, order date, and total cost. Okay, and then we've got to set the values. So again, we write values. We have our brackets. Inside of these brackets, we're going to have our values. Okay, so we're going to still carry on with the rule that you have in PHP. Any strings do need to have a single quotation around them, or quotations. Just for this tutorial, we're just going to use single quotations. Okay, so obviously member ID is going to be an integer, so I'm just going to come up with 1, and I'm just going to put 1 in there. Okay, and then we need an address, so I'm just going to use Bank Street. So as you can see, I've got my single quotations, as this is not going to be numeric. Oops, maybe not, almost there. Okay, followed by a comma. Next is going to be our order date, so this is still not numeric. Even though it's got numbers in it, it's not a numeric field, it's date and time. So we'll do 2010 October the 3rd, okay, and it's going to be at 11 10 and 15 seconds in the afternoon or evening. Okay, and lastly the total cost is going to be 209.78. Something random, I know. Okay, now that's it. That's what we need for an insert of data into your MySQL table. Okay, so as you can see, we've written the insert into function, set our table here, which is orders. We've listed the fields that we want to insert into, so member ID, address, order date, total cost, and then we set the value. So our member ID is going to be 1, the address is going to be Bank Street, the order date is going to be this, and total cost is going to be this. Okay, just so I don't have to go back into it, if you want to add more than one set, what you got to do is put a comma after the brackets, just save some time. We'll copy this, do this whole bit again, so you haven't got to do any of the top bit, and then you just set the whole new bunch of data. So if we just change this just quickly, this could be 2 Bank Road instead. I can't be bothered to think of another road name. This can be done in January, and it can be done at 1 in the afternoon. There we go, and it can be £109. Okay, I know they're pretty basic changes. Like I said, this is only examples. So if I click go, hopefully I won't have any problems. Soon find out. And of course I do. What have I done wrong? Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, I haven't put the single quotations around the price. Sorry about that, guys. Now hopefully they will have no problems at all. But we do. You have an error in your SQL. Check that the manual corresponds to Bank Road. Oh, and again I forgot to do it around the end of the date. And there we go. We've inserted 2 rows. Okay, so if I open up our table, At least then you'll be able to see the data inside of it. Okay, there we go. So we have, like I said, these are auto incremented, so we didn't have to enter these older ID values. We set our own member IDs, we set our own address, we set our own order date, and we set our own total cost. Alright, so that's how you do it in SQL. And like I said, if you want, you can just do it in the PHPMyAdmin wizard. So if you click up here on Insert, once you've clicked on your table, so I'm in Orders table, and I'll click on Insert, and it basically brings up this table. So obviously again, we don't need to have anything for order ID. This can just be 4. Address is going to be this because it's a great address. I'll just quickly nick one off the calendar. We'll just do whatever that is, and it'll be £100 or bucks or whatever. Okay, and just do one for you quickly, and there you go. If I show you in the browse, there will be this new field. Okay, so that's pretty simple. It's PHPMyAdmin, and that's how to create data or insert data into your tables using SQL and the wizard in PHPMyAdmin. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.